Tpob has been dropping some insane machines over the last couple years, really cementing the company as the industry's best when it comes to top tier, professional grade machines at an affordable price. I've personally used every single active Tpob trimmer to date, including the Go, which I'll be giving a preview of at the end of this video. Today, we're gonna go over each and every one, including the blades that the company has to offer. I will not be going over discontinued machines like the Troll or the Goblins, only the machines that you can buy right now when this video is made. So that includes the X, the XO, the Ghost X, and the Play trimmer. I'll also be going over the blades, which includes the Krazy, Psycho, Softy, Pencil, and MORONO blades. In this video, I'll be giving you my favorite blade and trimmer combo. This is gonna be a loaded video, guys, with tons of information. So let me know in the comments what you think of this video and your opinions on the trimmers from the company. There's gonna be links and timestamps in the description of the video so you can easily follow along. And of course, if you're interested in any of these machines, you can use my code NOIR to save 20% off your next purchase, which I do get a small commission from. To start things off, let's go over the debulking beast, the Ghost X. It has a carbon steel blade, lithium ion battery, USB charging stand with 7,500 RPM motor. It takes 90 minutes to charge and runs for 3 hours. The Ghost X costs around £74.99 on the UK site. So to me, the Ghost X is used as a debulking beast. This is not meant to be used for precise and sharp lines unless you're using it for home use, but it is the perfect tool to use when you're taking down bulk down to the skin. The blade is super thick and it can handle all types of hair. I personally like having a dedicated tool and blade that's specifically for this job because it helps me keep my lineup blades really sharp. The beauty of this machine though is that out of the box, it is perfectly set to cut just at the right length to take the hair down close enough for you to use your favorite foil shaver with. And you'll use the foil shaver to take it down all the way to skin. It won't cause any irritation, I'm serious. Like, you can press decently hard with this and go against the grain, flip your blade. It will do it without feeling too sharp for your client. It's a very comfortable feel. Of course, if you zero gap this, that's a different story. But out of the box, this blade is perfectly set. This will always be in my starting lineup, no matter what trimmers I use. And I highly recommend that you get this. So next we have the X Deluxe trimmer. It's a digital brushless trimmer. It runs at 7,200 RPMs. The Deluxe that sells on Tpob USA comes with the Krazy Graphene Deep 2.0 blade, and the X on the UK site comes with the Psycho Graphene 6.9 blade. Aside from that, the Deluxe also has premium rubber grips where the standard does not. The trimmer also has a 360 skeleton design. It has a 4-hour runtime with only a 90-minute charge time. In the Deluxe, you'll get a charging stand, USB, oil, and screw for zero gapping. But note that the standard X does not come with a charging stand. The Deluxe does. The X Deluxe sells for $124 USD on the US site, and the standard X is £104.99 on the UK site. So the X is a great trimmer. It's the smaller brother of the XO, and I absolutely love the ergonomics of this machine. It's definitely better for barbers with smaller hands or prefer a smaller, skinnier trimmer. Depending on the blade though and what you prefer, you can equip this with either the Psycho, Krazy, or MORONO blade. The Pencil and Softy blade does not fit this machine. I personally use this with the Psycho blade, and I used to use it as my main trimmers for lineups and beards. Using this in combination with like a really sharp zero gap blade is great because of how small the machine is. It's not extremely quiet, but it's definitely not loud either. And the motor delivers a very comfortable vibration. It's got a great battery life at 4 hours, and I would recommend this to someone who likes an all metal, smaller trimmer. I consider the XO the bigger brother of the X. Think iPhone Pro and the iPhone Pro Max. The XO also has 7,200 RPM motor with constant torque technology. So that means that the blade is not supposed to slow down when hitting resistance. It has an all metal body. This one's got the fast USB-C charging, and it allows 50% charge in 15 minutes and 80% charge in under 40 minutes, which is really fast. It's also got the skeleton style design, which is pretty much honestly all Tpob trimmers have. It ships with the Psycho blade, and has a working time of 4 hours with a total charge time of 1.5 hours. In the box, you'll get a charging stand, USB-C cord, oil, hex screw for zero gapping. It's available on the UK side for £119.99. If you're a fan of bigger all-metal trimmers, then this is the tool for you. This is pretty much the bigger version of the X. Even though I generally prefer smaller trimmers, I do love this trimmer. For its size, it's got great ergonomics. It's very comfortable to hold. It has a comfortable vibration as well, where it's just not too aggressive. I love how it has both standard charging and USB-C charging. It has very similar performance to the X, just a bigger overall package. How it performs is solely based on the blade that you put on it and how you gap it. I recommend the Psycho if you want precise lines. If you want better debulking performance, I would use the Krazy blade. The newest trimmer in the lineup at the time of writing this video is the Play trimmer. The Play trimmer is Tpob's revolutionary patented modular trimmer designed for professional performance and personal customization. It has the patented Acme motor running at 7,000 RPMs. It also has an ergonomic and slim design with this nice thumb indent similar to the X and the XO. It's got a 3-hour runtime with a 2-hour charge time. It ships with either the SOFTY or the pencil blade depending on the colorway that you purchase. It's fully customizable with interchangeable rubber grips and logos, plates for the machines, and the charging stand. This costs $119.95 USD on the US site and £114.95 on the UK site. The Play trimmer is truly an exceptional machine. What stands out to me and my clients the most is how quiet this machine is. I swear, like with music going and my client and I talking, you can't even hear this thing run. It's that quiet. I love how you can really personalize this tool with different color options. And not only that, the Play trimmer has the most blade options out of all the Tpob trimmers. Because you can fit the pencil, the SOFTY, Psycho, Krazy, and MORONO blade on this thing, you can pretty much fit every blade except the Ghost X blade. This is definitely the most customizable and versatile machine in the industry. If you need a debulker, use the SOFTY or Krazy blade. You need a hitter, use a Psycho or MORONO. You need a blade for areas that require like surgical precision, use the pencil blade. This can really do it all. The battery life on this thing is the same as the Ghost X, 3 hours, which is plenty of time. I find the Play the most premium feeling out of the lineup. Not that the X or the XO don't feel premium. I just really love the finishing that Tpob has done to this machine. And if I would recommend any trimmer from this company, I would definitely choose the Play trimmer with any blade of choice, as you can really customize this machine to do exactly what you need it to. So now that I've gone over the trimmers, let's talk blades. Tpob offers many different blades for all your trimmer needs. Let's start with the Ghost X blade. So this is a must-have blade that is exclusive to the Ghost X. It is a very soft blade, perfect for bulk removal and setting soft guidelines. It's also the best blades for kids or clients with extremely sensitive skin. It's a blade with one job and it does it perfectly. Next is the Krazy blade. So the Krazy blade contains a 2mm deep tooth graphene blade and a crunchy R-angle tooth cutting blade. The blade is also graphene coated. It's compatible with the X, XO, and Play trimmer. So I really like this blade. It's definitely sharp enough for it to be your main hitter. And what blade you decide to use really comes down to personal preference. I found the Krazy blade really good for debulking because of the deep tooth blade, but if you zero gap it, it can also be pretty sharp. I find this blade works best on lining up longer hairs, like say on an Edgar cut, for example, or lining up longer hairs around the neckline and ear. And it's got a very crunchy sound. It's so satisfying for us barbers to use. It glides pretty smooth, just I find it not as smooth as the Psycho blade in my opinion. For me, I would pair this up with the X trimmers, not completely zero gap, and I would use it as like if I wanted a more premium, aggressive debulker, but think the Ghost X, but on steroids. The Psycho blade is my favorite all-around blade. It comes with the twisted tooth, crunchy cutting blade, and it's also graphene coated. It's got the 1.5mm deep teeth compared to the Krazy's 2.0. It's compatible with the X, the XO, and the Play trimmers. Overall, this is my favorite blade. I especially love the unicorn color. It's just very nice to look at. I found when set properly, it is the sharpest blade on the market. It glides very smooth on C-cups and has a very nice crunch to it as well. Even if you don't have a Tpob tool and wanted to try a new blade, honestly, if this fits your machine, I would highly recommend this blade. It's changed my lineups drastically. And my favorite current setup with this is the plate trimmer with the cycle blade. It's quiet, it's precise, it's powerful, all in one tool, and to me it's pretty much a perfect combination. The pencil blade is another must-have in your loadout. This is the smallest blade that Tpob has to offer. This can be set very sharp, and it's meant for extreme precision and sharpness. Like, it's perfect for design work, beard work, and just general like harder to reach areas. If set softly, this could also be really good for kids, for lineups and stuff, but it's not ideal for bulk removal because of how small the blade is. This is an exclusive blade on the plate trimmer, and I would highly recommend having one on your station. Next, we got the SOFTY blade. This is another exclusive blade for the play. It's not amazing at one thing, but it's pretty decent for everything. I would say that it's a great beginner blade because it's not as aggressive of a blade compared to the Krazy or the Psycho. You can also buy this with trimmer guards, so it's honestly perfect for home use, for self-care, like doing your beard at home, lining yourself up. I find the best use for this blade is setting it a bit softer to use as a quiet yet powerful debulking tool with the plate trimmer. It's just not as aggressive as the Krazy blade would be if you were to compare the two. Last but not least, the MORONO blade. It's essentially a like raw cycle blade adjusted to MORONO's standard. Don't adjust this blade, leave it how it is out of the box. What makes it special is the fact that it is set extremely close. Like, this is not for a beginner. This blade is the sharpest, most precise blade I've ever used, but at a cost. It can cause some damage to your clients if you're not careful because of how sharp it is. This blade is for experienced barbers with a soft touch, but honestly, in the right hands, like, this is the sharpest blade you'll ever use. This is pretty much as sharp as you'd want a cycle blade to go. I find that it does get a little bit hot when you use for a long time, so it's definitely meant to be just like straight up just lineups. Just be careful with this blade. It's very sharp and like in the best way possible. All right, so what are my favorite blade and tool combos? So Ghost X to me is the best all-around debulker at an amazing price. But if you want something more premium, both like in the experience and performance, then I would suggest the plate trimmer with the SOFTY blade. If you want something more aggressive, then I'd go with the X and the Krazy blade. For lineup needs, you can pretty much just put the cycle blade on any of the trimmers and you'd be good to go. If you like smaller trimmers, go with the X. If you like bigger trimmers, go with the XO. If you want the absolute sharpest trimmer I've ever used, I would go with the plate and MORONO combo. With that being said, my favorite all-around combo though is the plate trimmer with the cycle blade. I love how quiet the setup is while still maintaining precision and power. I think every barber should have minimum 2 trimmers on their station though, one for debulking and one for lineups. And if I only had to choose 2 out of the whole lineup, I would go with the plate trimmer with the Krazy blade and then the plate trimmer with a cycle blade. I think the plate is just like my favorite trimmer right now because of the combo of power, precision, and quiet performance. It's pretty much an assassin. I think the only reason that the plate trimmer didn't make as much noise as the clipper did when it released was because it didn't originally release with the cycle blade. But that's what I love about the company, is that they listen to what people want. You combine this with the Krazy blade, not zero gap. You can cover kids lineups and debulking, and then a zero gapped cycle blade for your heavy hitters. You're pretty much covered. And the fact that it's not only extremely customizable in looks, but in performance, having the most blade options in the lineup makes this the ultimate trimmer, not only in TPOB lineup, but in the industry. And as promised, I'm gonna give you guys a preview of the Go trimmers. I've used these samples for most of the year and I've been using them religiously. I've spoken very highly of the plate trimmer, but man, like, I feel like Tpob has really taken all the knowledge they've gained over the last few years engineering and developing trimmers, and it resulted in this really beautiful product. I think Tpob will shake the barber industry with this machine, similar to how the plate clipper did back when they released that. and I can't wait to share more information on them with you guys. So this was a lot of information in one video. If you're interested in any of these products, you can use my code NOIR for 20% off the products, and from all that, I'll get a commission that I always put back into making the highest quality barbering content on YouTube. Thanks for watching.